Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ruby, and welcome back to the Hypermine server. So, what you guys are seeing behind me is RubyCorp. This is the big building that I made, and I kind of have these plans for it, but unfortunately, I have been busy in other places, so I really haven't, that's perfect music timing, I really haven't had time to work on it. So, we're going to be kind of working around RubyCorp today. I want to clear out some extra area for some stuff, and we just don't have enough room. So that's what I'll be doing in the background while we answer questions. And this is the Q&A video, if you guys couldn't tell from the title. So, before we get into all of that, I just want to thank y'all again for 3,000 subscribers. We just hit it today, well, yesterday to y'all when y'all see this video. And I really want to thank y'all. I think it's crazy that we've come this far this fast, so I definitely appreciate it. I mean, I know 3,000 subscribers is kind of a drop in the bucket for some YouTubers, but it's a pretty big milestone to me. So, without further ado, let's get into the questiones. So, first question comes from Wolfman000, and he says, have you ever considered doing a CTM map with someone? Now, this is a good question. I actually have. Zueljin and I actually talked about it. We were going to do... what was it? Pantheon, I think? Yeah. We were going to do Pantheon, and we were just going to do a little dual kind of commentary over playing it. However, that plan kind of came to a stop because we're both really busy. Like, we both have full-time jobs outside of YouTube, and we just have other series. And on top of that, Pantheon looked really, really ridiculously hard. When I'd seen some of the Minecrackers play it, like Badge and them, and that thing looked ridiculously hard. And I mean, as much as I love a good challenge, too much of a challenge kind of makes for bad video, because then you have to focus a lot on the gameplay and not as much on the commentary, which makes kind of bad video. But it wouldn't have been too bad, and it was just ultimately, we were both just really busy guys, so we didn't get around to it. But I'm pretty sure I'll do a CTM eventually with somebody, probably one of the Hyperminers. So, next question comes from Blockboy1077, and he asked, how long on average does it take you to record one FTB video? Now, he didn't quite specify what kind of FTB video. I mean, I have a couple different kind of series with FTB that I do. Of course, I have my LP episodes like you're seeing now. I have my machine tutorial series, and I have my basic tutorial series. I think that's it. Yeah. The basic tutorial series is kind of like a just kind of tutorials for anything. Like, for example, my power source video is a basic tutorial. My how to run a steam boiler using bees is a tutorial. Getting lava from the nether is another tutorial. Blah, 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 blah. Those usually take me a couple hours to get ready to record. They usually don't take me that long to record unless I have to do a couple takes to them. Like I mess up with something. But usually most of those videos, and that also goes kind of for my machine tutorials, most of the time that's spent working on those videos is actually setup and prep time. Because I have to make sure stuff's ready. I have to set up all these examples. I have to make sure everything actually works before I do a video on it. And that's pretty much the most time that it takes. So I think that answers that. Oh, and my LP series, again, depending on what exactly I'm doing, it could take anywhere from exactly how long I recorded to a couple hours extra. So normally it's about double how long the video is. With the machine tutorials, that always doesn't apply, but you never know. So, next question comes from Jake Pashkul. Yeah, I just slaughtered your name. He asked, do you think you will ever try to make something insane like the fusion reactor? I mean, it's not that I haven't tried to, or I haven't had the courage to do it. I could go make one right now if I wanted to. It's just, I don't really have a need to, because I don't really do anything that crazy. So, for me to make a fusion reactor, it'd be kind of wasted, honestly. So, that's why I haven't made one. I mean, yeah, you know, like I said, I could go make one right now, and it'd be just fine. I'd probably get maybe somebody's help to kind of, well, no, fusion, I'm thinking nuclear reactor. Yeah, is that I could just go make one right now and not worry about it. But it's just, I really don't need it, and I'm too afraid of that thing blowing up and wiping out one of my builds, but that's about it, really. This is a nice little area. So, next question. WJW Man 555, and he said, what has been your favorite video to make? Then again, this question isn't very specific. Like, I'm not sure if he's saying just a single video, or if he means an entire series, like what's my favorite video series to do. If it's a video series, my LP series is definitely my favorite, just simply because of how fun they are to make, and it's a lot more kind of connected than my machine tutorials. And connected, I mean, like, you know, talking with you guys and doing stuff and that kind of thing. So that's my favorite video series. If I had to pick a favorite video, it would have had to been episode 4 of my Feed the Beast series. It was where Zueljin, Fluent Chaos, and I set up the skeleton grinder at spawn. Looks like Willie needs something. So that's been my favorite video, because it was very rough, and there was a lot of fail in that video, and that was honestly my favorite video, to be honest. So yeah, cool. So trying to read this next question. Want to be the awesomest? He actually has 3 questions, and the first one is, have you ever met any of the Hypermine guys in real life? I actually have. I've met Zueljin in real life. If you guys don't know, I live in South Louisiana, which you may not be able to tell from my accent, because I don't really have that much of an accent. But he actually, he lives a little ways away from me, like not too incredibly much, but he actually came to the city I live in for something, and we just met up and we had dinner one night, just to hang out. So, yep, he's the only one I've met, though. A lot of the Hyperminer guys are kind of spread all over the world. I mean, Armitage is in Australia. We have a lot of UK folks and just stuff like that. His next question is do you think you would be as successful if your videos weren't on the wiki? So, to talk about that, just as an FYI, the wiki is not my major traffic source. A lot of people assume it is, but it's really not. I actually, let's look at the percentages, because I just pulled up my analytics, and the embedded player, as in the stuff that would be like on the wiki, that's only 14% of my views. I actually get more traffic from my subscribers, YouTube search, and YouTube suggested videos. YouTube search is, of course, when you search blah 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 blah, like industrial blast furnace. If you search industrial blast furnace, my video is the first one to come up. So people are always searching and finding those kind of videos. YouTube suggested video is my when you're watching one of my videos and it says, hey, look, you may like this video too, and it's one of my other videos or something like that. And then, of course, subscribers and direct traffic, so people that click on the direct link to my video, is pretty high. It's actually about 30-something, 40-something percent. I don't know. I can't math. So now, do I think I got most of my stuff from the wiki? Yes. Does it really apply anymore? Nope. I don't really get that much from it. So, but the wiki's nice. The wiki, all the people that run the wiki are really cool guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So his next question is, what is your job? I am a software developer. I mainly do web-based software, and that's pretty much it. That's all there really is to it that I can share. Is that I work on software mainly geared towards project management systems, so for managing projects and stuff like that. But that's all I can really get into with that. So next question, or next person, I guess. is gpop008. Yeah, or 0008. I don't know, whatever. He asked me what my PC specs are. My PC specs are in my channel description or my about. If well, yep, we're using a new layout now, so it's in the about. So that's there. It's a 2500K, 16 gigs of 1600 megahertz RAM. I've got a 660 Ti, an Asus brand. I've got a 128 gig SSD. I've got a 2 terabyte SATA 3 hard drive, a 1 terabyte SATA 3 hard drive. I think that's it. I got an ASRock Pro 3 motherboard, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all the main stuff. So later. And if you want to see more, it's all and I've got everything down to what mic I use, even what kind of mic stand I have, that kind of stuff. So check that out if you're interested. And he said, how do you say your name? That is a good question. I don't even know the answer to that. I'm pretty sure it's just rubysown, like ruby then sewn, like you've sewn something into your jacket, and that's pretty much what I think. Next question, chickenman8881. Let's say hey to Al. He says, if I made a server and you had time, would you join maybe and teach us some stuff? I mean, I'm always down for Ruby Tuesday. I'm always down for hanging out with you guys. If I have the time. I mean, that's the biggest problem. Is the time. Is that I am very, very, very busy. And I mean, it kind of sucks. But I mean, I can't do videos with people because as much as it sucks, I mean, I really can't take the time to do something unless it's gonna directly benefit my channel. I mean, it sounds kind of like, I don't know, it sounds kind of asshole-ish, but I mean, it's just basically the facts. Is I mean, because things have to mutually benefit everybody. I mean, do you really think you're doing everybody such a big favor when you go buy a new car? I mean, you know, you got to think about it. The salesman's getting commission, the dealership's getting money, you're getting a new car, so it's a mutually beneficial scenario when you get that new car. If I do something with somebody that has 2 subscribers, it's really not that mutually beneficial. And if you go look at any other YouTuber, even larger than me, or the same size, they're doing the same stuff. Is that if it's not going to benefit my channel in a direct way, I can't really waste time on it. Now, if you have a server, I'd be happy to jump on and hang out with you guys for a few minutes, and well, more than a few minutes, maybe like 15, 20, 30 minutes, I don't know. But yeah, if you got a server, I'll jump on. I'll hang out with y'all. Just send me a message. So, next question is Habs Heaven 91, and he asked, do you like FTB or vanilla better? Well, technically, FTB is vanilla. It's just heavily modified vanilla. Now, which one do I like better? Right now, I like FTB better because it's kind of holding my interest. I liked vanilla a lot at one point. It's just FTB was something new and cool, so I got into it. Let's see. Joseph Carl asked what is your favorite Minecraft mod? My favorite Minecraft mod would have to be, it's a tough call between forestry and extra bees, but technically extra bees couldn't exist if it wasn't for forestry, so it's kind of confusing, but I don't know, I just really like the bees, so that would be my favorite mod. Definitely not Greg Tech. Just because of all the crap, because I gotta go do a bunch of crap and maintenance to my videos because he changed the damn way you make all the industrial machines and stuff like that, so all those videos are out of date now just because he wanted to add an extra 320 seconds you gotta wait, and then you have to make some extra machines. Oh, just for that. Ugh, don't talk to me about Greg Tech. DevCon206 asked, what were your expectations when you first started YouTube? That's a good question. I really don't know what my expectations were when I first started YouTube. I just knew that I wanted to make videos, because I was a big YouTube watcher person when I started my channel, and it always looked like everybody was always having so much fun with all their friends and making all these videos and sharing them and talking to all their talking to all their subscribers, and it seemed really fun, and it really is fun. Don't make me sound like it's not. But yeah, is that they just look like they're having lots of fun, and I wanted to have fun, so I started a YouTube channel. What were my expectations? I really don't know. I really didn't know what to expect. I wasn't gonna tell myself, okay, look, you're gonna, if I don't have triple digit, or not triple digit, or even if I don't have a 6-figure sub count in a month, then I'm not doing something right, and I suck at YouTube or anything. I really didn't know what to expect when I started. All I knew was I needed to do something to stand out, which I think I kind of do. You guys tell me. But yeah, I mean, I really didn't have any real expectations. I just kind of wanted to make the videos and such. So let's see. Joe Port asked, would you ever think about doing a collab with anyone? I'm not sure what your definition of collab is, but I've done a lot of them. I'm not sure if you're talking about something different, or if you're talking about like maybe doing like a complete series with somebody. I'll probably do like a collab like that whenever I do a CTM map, because that would kind of make sense to do it with a partner. I mean, doing a CTM map by yourself is cool and all, but it may get a bit boring. The Morrison Juggernaut asked, ass or tits? That's a good question. I really don't know. I can't. I can't comment. We'll say that. And Bryce Moon asked, he said, did you ever think your channel would grow this fast? And this kind of feeds into the whole question that DevCon asked. He said, did you ever, or what were your expectations? And I really didn't have any expectations. I mean, obviously, I wanted to do good. I mean, who wouldn't want to do something and to be good at it? So, I mean, obviously, I wanted to be good. That was my expectations, I guess, if that's a good answer. But did I think I'd grow this fast? No, and I don't think anybody really did. So, I guess that's good, yeah. But yeah, did I expect to grow this fast? Heck no. And really nobody else did either. So it kind of caught us all by surprise. Let's see, Turtle Beats LP. He asked, on average, how much Minecraft do you play usually during the day? Before I started playing Ultima Online again, I would seriously play for like 4 to 5 hours a day. Because I mean, I still got a full-time job and doing YouTube, so I don't really have time to play all day every day. However, before I started playing Ultima Online, I would play about 4 to 5 hours a day, and on the weekends probably a little bit more than that, maybe. I mean, I'm always working on videos, that's why I'm so busy all the time, but yeah, about that time, about 5 to 6 to 10 hours a day. And a lot of that's just working on videos, getting video ideas, prepping for videos, or just playing games, because I still like to play games. And I mean, that's one thing that I can't let YouTube burn me out of, is playing games, because I definitely don't want to stop gaming. And then another question he asked, he said, on average of a scale on one, why did I say of average? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your relationship with the other hyperminers? That's actually a really good question. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to say probably, wait, where was that? Where were we just at? Were we around here somewhere? I mean, as much as I'd like to say it's a 10, I honestly know it's not a 10. So I would have to say probably about an 8.5 or a 9. There's a lot of guys on the server that I don't really talk to, and it's no like choice between us two. Like, you know, like we're meaning not to talk to each other. There's something like there's some bad blood or something. But there's just there's a nice number of people on the server, and I'm just hellishly busy a lot. So I just don't get a chance to talk to everybody. But in general, my relationship with them is very, 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 very good. So, yep. Oh wait, I need some redstone torches for right there, so I can just process this cobble and make it into scrap. Let's see, 2. So yeah, and then again, I mean, when I joined Hypermine, I had like 60 subs. I was like one of the smallest people on the server, and I mean, they welcomed me with open arms onto the server, and you know, they all, you know, really liked my content and stuff like that. So I mean, and I think even people have asked me in the past, like, if I got offered to join some other server, like, let's say for example Minecraft. Let's say me and Good hit it off and he invites me to join the server. What would I do about Hypermine? And that's a really, really, really tough call. And I mean, I would honestly say, and I know I would keep doing Hypermine, because it's not like they ever turned their back on me, because they got me on this server, and they've helped me a lot. And especially when I was starting out, there is no YouTube support ever. Like, if you have your own channel and there's ever something wrong, do not ever try to talk to Google about it. You will never get anybody to talk to you, just because they would get so many questions all the time. And a lot of these guys have been doing YouTube for a lot longer than me, so a lot of them were able to help me. So would I ever go to another server? I would join one. Would I quit Hypermine to go to another server? Probably not. So probably definitely not. So next question: who is your favorite Minecracker? And that's from Pizza Your Pasta. Hold on, I need to take a break. Oh. So, who is your favorite Minecracker? Whew, that's a tough one. It really is. If I had to pick one person, it would probably have to be Etho, I guess. I mean, I really like his content. I really like what he does on his channel. I'm no like fanboy or anything, but yeah, I mean, I think he makes good content. I think he runs his channel well, and he would just have to be my favorite person. My second best, or second favorite, I guess, would have to be B00. Let's see. Next question from Nick Tutorials 03, and he said, "How many subs do you plan to have?" And I don't really know. I mean, I don't really think you can plan to have a certain amount of subs. It just kind of, whatever happens, happens. But I mean, obviously, I would like a lot, I guess. I don't know. But how many do I plan on having? How many ever will subscribe to me? Let's put it that way. Yeah, so how many ever want to subscribe to me? Let's see. Next question. Stefan Tabak. Oh, sorry, dude. He asked, what are your plans for the future of this channel? That makes it sound like I'm quitting or something. I really don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Y'all seem to be liking it. I mean, nobody's really said anything. Or at least about the videos or something. So I guess we're just going to kind of keep doing what we're doing, and you know, hopefully I'll be able to keep providing you guys with quality content, and yeah, just kind of keeping it up. So Albinackers asked, he said, have you ever considered YouTube to be a viable job prospect? If yes, when do you think you could turn pro? So if you guys don't know, going pro technically means going full-time YouTube. Like just living off of the revenue from the ads that run on my videos, you know, before y'all watch or after y'all watch my videos. And have I ever considered it? Yes. I haven't. I think that's really, really, really cool to be able to do, because I know a lot of the guys that I watch, they all do YouTube full-time, and they seem to really, really, really enjoy it. So, I mean, do I really want to enjoy it? Yes. And would it ever be a viable job prospect, or when could I turn pro? I mean, I guess honestly, whenever the money's right. I mean, right now I'm pretty small and I'm getting a decent amount of views. But it being a job prospect anytime soon, not gonna happen. I think I make enough right now of ad revenue to like pay my power bill, maybe my internet. I don't know if I'm lucky. I don't know. I think Machinima's paying me in a couple days, so I guess we'll see. But I mean, it's not really like I need the YouTube money anyways. I've got a full-time salaried job, so you know, my power bill and cable bill will always be paid regardless if I'm doing YouTube or not. But obviously, yes, I would. Oh, I'm out of power. Oh, crap. Well, it's dark. This is a dark place. Whew. Alright, we need to go charge our power suit. So, let me go charge it. We'll be right back. We're going to take a little break and let my throat take a break, because it is killing me, literally. So, be right back, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. So I got my power suit all nice and charged up. Took a couple sips of a drink so my throat stops killing me. So let's get on with the questions, because this video is already really long. Well, not really long, but it's about getting to that length that we need to stop at. So we only got a few more questions. So David's Canal asked, as a YouTuber, what are you aiming towards? That's a good question. I've actually never asked myself that, like, what do I want to get out of this YouTube thing? I really just wanted to do it because I really needed a hobby. Because I only work at my job Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And on the weekends, I mean, you know, playing video games is fun and all, but it gets kind of boring eventually of just doing nothing. And I just really needed a hobby, and as much as my regular job pays, I almost thought about just getting a second job just to kind of occupy my weekends, or take up a little bit of their time, because it was just killing me sitting around my house all day. So, yeah, I don't know. I never ended up doing it because I started YouTube, and then I kind of figured, I was like, if I'm doing it to take up time, what if I, what if I don't feel like going to work? What if I feel like playing video games? Then what? Am I just going to quit the job that I got just to occupy my time? And it's like one of those kind of situations. So I never did it. And, I mean, I honestly don't know what I would do, because it obviously needs to be something that's not very crappy. Like, I'm not going to go flip burgers at McDonald's for a weekend job. It would have to be something kind of weird, or I'd do like some volunteer work or something like that. My grandma used to be in a nursing home years and years and years and years ago. So, but I heard nursing homes were very depressing, because most of those people are kind of on their kind of last years. So I don't know if I would have gone and volunteered or worked there or not, but that was kind of my plans. Really, I would just like to kind of just make a living out of it. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So, yeah, that's kind of my plans. I don't know. If I could do it as a job and actually sustain myself, then that's fine with me. So, next question comes from Sergeant Puma. And he asked, what do you think is the best/cheapest way to get power? So, I've actually done a video on this. It actually probably needs a little bit of an update and some corrections made to it. Because people apparently flip out when you don't do something right. Because I didn't put something in there because the machine used to be expensive, but it got a little cheaper, and people were just freaking out. And no matter how many times, I mean, I've answered like 100 comments on that video saying, yes, I know, yes, exactly, yeah, yep, you're right, yep. And it just pisses me off because people don't look in the comments, don't look in the description. But as soon as you, do something, or you don't include something, people just want to jump all over your back. So, rant over. But, yeah, I actually have a video. I'll try to remember to annotate it on the screen. No promises, though. If anything, just go to my channel and search for the best starter power sources, or something like that, or just type power source. It'll probably come up. I tag my videos very, very, very well, and that's why I get so much traffic from suggested videos. So, next question comes from Joel McFarlane, and he asked, Ruby, can you do something with your subscribers? And that's actually a good question. Usually, if you guys follow me on Twitter, plug, a lot of times Bodog, another guy on the Hypermine server, He, well, not guy technically. Just kidding, Bo. Bo's a little bit younger, so we like to mess with him about it. But, is that he streams a lot on the weekends, and we usually go play some Hunger Games, and usually on the weekend. Ooh, I had a burp. And it's usually on like Saturdays in the afternoon, so most of the time, if you just follow me on Twitter, I'll actually tweet about it if I'm going to play. So you guys can just follow me on Twitter, and y'all can come play some Hunger Games with us and have some fun. And then, Zueljin, he asked rice or noodles, and I'm gonna have to say noodles, man. Now, there's a reason for that. If you go to your typical Chinese restaurant, and you or like your kind of Chinese takeout kind of place, their fried rice sucks. Like, it really does. And then, like, that's the only fried rice I've ever had or I've ever tried. And then I went to a hibachi with this lady friend a little while ago, and we went to the hibachi, and he made like fresh fried rice right in front of us, and it was the best damn rice I've ever eaten in my life. Now that's of course fried rice, or the kind of teriyaki noodles. If he's talking about like some pecan or something like that, I'm always down for whatever, because that crap was good. And Godzilla's123 asked age, and I am 21. I'll actually be turning 22 on the 13th of June. So in 9 days, I think it's the 4th now, so it'll be 8 days to y'all. So I will be 22 on June 13th. And woo, happy birthday. I'm sure I'll be getting a revenge prank, because we actually, if you guys saw the video that came out yesterday to y'all, or today to me, me, Fluent, and Lone Wolf went and planted a bunch of cakes in Zueljin's house for his birthday. So I'm already predicting a revenge prank, but I guess we'll see. So last question. Last but not least, Slimehead Films, did I say that right? Yeah, okay, that just sounds weird. Slimehead Films asked, where did you get the name for Ruby Corp, and will you open a Ruby shop or something? So I kind of got the name from Ruby Corp. I don't know, it was just really short, and kind of where I got it, I forget what TV show it was. It was a certain TV show, and that's kind of where I got the Corp from. And then Etho also did Etho Corp or something like that, or I think he did something like that. And that's also kind of where I got it from, because both our names are 4 digits, or not 4 digits, 4 letters. So it just kind of matched, and I thought it was cool. It fits on signs well, it's catchy, and that kind of thing. So, and will I open our Ruby shop? Yes, that's what our plans are for here. We're going to eventually start selling rubies, and I'm going to go put a shop. If we actually go fly to the bunkhouse real fast, and we come over here, there's a, whoa, input lag. There's a Market Street, and people have all these kind of shops set up. What am I picking up? An egg? I hear a spider. Where's the spider? Oh, jeez! He jumped right on top of us. So yeah, you can see like Benito's got the Beadporium. Armitage has got the Emporium of Magic and Wonder. If we come over here, Craft's got some stuff set up. I see Zueljin's still never taken all that marble I left him. Like he wants, I think we're eventually going to set something up like this. So, who is this? Iron Face? I don't really need that though. I've got so much pollen. You need some lights in here, dude. It is dark. It is dark as hell. So, actually, how much of that stuff do I have? But yeah, eventually we're gonna set up a little ruby shop. I mean, I don't really expect anybody to really go buy any rubies from it, but it's just kind of something to do, because I mean, you kind of run out of stuff to do eventually on Feed the Beast, and I mean that's how you keep everything interesting. Even in your relationship and stuff like that, you just gotta change things up. And that's kind of what we're doing, is we're just doing something funny, and then after Ruby Corp's done, I don't know, we'll do something else. I mean, I hate to say it, but eventually I'm going to get bored of the bees too, so we'll kind of stop doing that eventually. Let's see, we got 11,000 royal jelly, 13,000 pollen, 34,000 rocky combs. That's ridiculous. And then we got 2,000 powdery combs. Oh, and I came in here the other day and I got home from work, and it was like powdery combs spitting out everywhere because I had filled this chest up. But I got that all taken care of. Don't worry. So down here, not much else has changed. That is for the multi-farm. But yeah, guys, nothing else has really changed. Oh, I need to put some more oily combs in here. But yeah, everything else is working good in here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. My throat's killing me. I'm going to go ahead and call this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so freaking much again for 3K. I really appreciate it more than y'all know. Sorry, that kind of sounded weird. But yeah, and I'll see you guys next time.